Ever notice how ads always pop up at the worst moments? When the killer's identity is about to be revealed. During that perfect meditation flow. On Amazon Music, we believe in keeping you in the moment. That's why we've got millions of ad-free podcast episodes, so you can stay completely immersed in every story, every reveal, every breath. Download the Amazon Music app and start listening to your favorite podcasts ad-free, included with Prime.
Welcome to Ask Yourself Why Not, the podcast where two friends read a lot of self-help books, listen to a lot of podcasts, and talk it out with each other and our community.
So we can all feel better in real life without the pressure to fix ourselves.
We're your hosts,
Shaye
and Jayla,
and we're really glad you're here. What's up, Why Notters?
What is up?
This is Shaye.
And this is Jayla.
And this is the Ask Yourself Why Not podcast. The place you come where you stop asking yourself why.
And you start asking yourself, why not?
Welcome, guys.
Yes, that was a little lumpy a little bit.
I know. Hopefully you like our new intro that we did, right? We're kind of rebranding the Ask Yourself Why Not podcast this year.
Have more clarity, really get more zone in and our purpose.
Yeah.
And just what makes us feel good.
Yeah, exactly. So this is a Mindset Munchie episode powered by, you can hear Jayla opening it up, Gorgie Tea. Not sponsored on our podcast yet, but we are big fans.
Yeah, if you guys were at EmpowerFest last year, EmpowerFest 2025, Gorgie was one of our sponsors, and you got one in your swag bag.
Yeah, and we've been hooked ever since. So
yes,
that's what this episode is powered by. But if you're new here, we are doing a Mindset Munchie episode today. We're going to have different segments this year. So we'll have our Mindset Munchies. We're going to have just our duo conversation of Jayla and I doing a little bit of a deeper dive. And then we're going to do our community outreach where we're talking to members of our community about mindset.
Whether that be our physical community or maybe somebody that we connect with that enjoys some of the same things we do. Because if you're out there and you want to come on, please reach out to us. You do not have to be local to us when we say community.
Exactly. Our whole community. So Mindset Munchie, like we said, if you're new here, it's a bite-sized episode. We like to keep them around 10 minutes, but it's still packed with a lot of information and motivation. And we wanted to talk about something we've both been really laughing about lately.
Yes. So we read a lot of books and we listen to a lot of podcasts, but let me just start out by saying that my Audible is basically like a graveyard or like a museum of good intention.
Oh, yeah.
Now I do listen to them and I do go back, but do we finish them completely every single time? Absolutely not. And I do want to say one thing, David Goggins. Do you know him?
Yes.
So I love his book, Can't Hurt Me.
Oh, it's a good book.
I remember when I was listening to it, guys, whatever you consume, you really embody. And he is one badass mother.
He's intense.
He's very intense. When I was heavy listening to his book every single day, and if anyone knows what book I'm talking about, it's very intense. And I felt my whole persona switching. I remember,
you're going into real estate deals.
Yes, I'm negotiating, no, woo, you know what I mean? So I sometimes jump around for that reason because, I like to listen to multiple things when it comes to the personal development world. But what you consume literally shapes you.
Yeah.
So, I just wanted to mention that because that's one of the reasons that I don't finish and I jump around because I need something,
Yeah. And sometimes I know when we first started into this whole journey of feeling better, we got deep pretty fast. I think one of our first books was Abraham Hicks, Ask and It Is Given, and it's deep. It's a big read. It's deep.
Yeah.
I don't even know if I understood it at the time. We also read Joe Dispenza, heavy, very science-based, not an easy read. And I had a hard time finishing some of his books. So I would go back and listen to his podcast episodes because it was just a little bit more bite-sized. But basically, Jayla and I were laughing because we have screenshots, all gears, notes, highlights, and 55 books. And I've probably finished 3 of them. You know what I mean? It's okay though. That's what we've decided that where we're at now in our life is more about this bite-sized content.
Yes, and, I'm sure many of our listeners can relate. Yes, you hear about making time for yourself and scheduling time for yourself and whatnot, but sometimes physically, mentally, multiple realms, you don't really have that time to dedicate your brain to listen
It's
to
a lot of
something.
brain power to some of
It
these things.
is.
Yeah.
And, we're all in busy times in our lives, children, switching jobs, lots of things like that. So sometimes it's those little bite sized things
Mhm.
that can really help propel you forward or just make you feel a little tiny bit better. But it's not something that you really have to focus on. You don't have to read the same line 10 times, which is how my mind works when I'm busy.
Yeah, and you don't have to finish every single book. If you get just like a sentence from something that you read in that book and you're inspired by that, then that's good enough in our book.
Yes.
And we did want to talk about right now books that are working for us.
Mhm.
Still have downloaded a lot of those heavier books and hope to listen through them. One of them, for years, I've tried to listen to Gabby Bernstein's Judgment Detox. I can't get
Mm.
through it, and I know it's got good information in there, but I've had a hard time. But so what's working right now? We started this December with a book by Rhonda Burns called Countdown to Riches. And it
Yep.
was nice because it was 21 days of little pages of a message around manifesting wealth and
Mhm.
manifesting what? Abundance.
Yes,
Yeah.
and I think it's more so because I know my age group, money doesn't grow on trees. Like,
Yeah.
we were raised to believe the scarcity of money and or
Mm-hmm.
thinking if someone who has a lot of money is evil is what it's portrayed a lot in the books.
Mm-hmm.
So I love it because it really helps that mindset if you've been conditioned to think that. But it also is just fun to
Mm-hmm.
do something every single day, just something little that
And
can just,
light.
yes, something little and light,
Yeah.
right?
So we also signed up, and this is our 5th year to sign up for Gabby Bernstein's
Yes.
21 day. It's also 21 day.
And I don't have a lot of movement in that, and it's okay.
Yeah.
But I do feel that it does help,
Mm-hmm.
and if you that gives you a lot of clarity. And hers, I really like too, since we're talking about bite size, is her whole challenge is 21 days, but it's zoned in on one thing. Because usually at the beginning of the
Mm-hmm.
year and you're doing your intention settings and your goals, you have more than one, right? But this one makes you zone in really on one thing, helps you get real clear, and then it helps you take action.
And manifest it. It's all
Yes.
around manifesting your desire.
Yes, because I know I can get a little overwhelmed when I'm
Mhm.
trying to visualize multiple things. So that's one that again goes along with the bite size and like the zoned in focus and not really just having your head up in the air like I feel a lot of times.
Yeah, especially the beginning of the year. Another one that we both have gotten and you've really enjoyed, I know for sure, is the pivot year. If you wanted to
Yes.
talk a little bit about that.
So the pivot year is like a little one page expert or not expert excerpt. It's just a one page that you read every day
Mhm.
and it's for 365 days. And it's all around just kind of having the confidence in yourself, just kind of building who you actually want to be. And it's different every day and I really enjoy it.
I would liken it to like a daily devotional. It is very Atomic Habits coded, what we're saying. Atomic Habits is one of the first books that we did read, and we based one of our presentations that we did a couple keynotes on from the 5 ways of extraordinary confidence around atomic habits. And what it is it's just taking those small little actions and doing those every day, breaking down like a big thing. Instead of reading 30 books a year, you're going to read one page a day. Right?
Yes.
And then those little one pages a day that you're reading add up to huge results. It's that compounding
Yes.
interest.
And speaking of James Clear and
Hmm.
Atomic Habits, we both listened to a podcast
So good.
that he was on with Mel Robbins. And it was when I listened to it, it was a day that I woke up. I felt a little anxious. I just had a lot on my plate, just like little things I had to checklist off, but they were like things I had to
Mhm.
make a decision on. So I just got up, I listened to that podcast, and I recognized that I was actually putting into action what he was saying. And I'm going to say it to you now because it helped me a lot. But it said, whenever you're feeling anxious, take action. And what we're talking about, these little bite sized actions, that can be the action you
Yeah.
take. So it's not like a heavy load on you to like achieve something, but just really just to do one little action step. And like I said, from that podcast, he said, if you're feeling anxious, what do?
You take
You
action.
take action towards something.
Those days when you have those cortisol wake-ups at 2 or 3 in the morning,
Yes.
it's hard to get back to sleep. It's a good idea to dump it out, to have a little pad by your bed and maybe write down your to-do list, take action.
Yeah.
So we're here to just tell you around books, if reading is one of your big goals this year, just take the pressure off. You don't necessarily have to finish every book to be a successful reader. Just commit to a page a day.
The pivot year literally is a page a day.
Yeah, 1 page a day. And if we think about this, this is a full circle moment for us because our very first podcast was based on Gabby Bernstein's 21-day manifestation challenge.
It was.
It was called Let's Manifest.
Let's Manifest.
So I love that.
That was 5 years ago, guys.
And now we're doing the same dang challenge, right? But it feels a lot different.
It does. And you know what? I've done day 1 and I haven't went back to it yet. But I will, and I will get it done because I know that it's going to help me get clarity.
Yeah, it's the same challenge, but we have a different nervous system now.
Yes. And I will say, too, she used to email you every day, which she still does, but she has an app where you can do everything in the app. You can journal in the app. You can do the meditations in the app. You can flip over your card of the day in the app. Like you can do everything in the app.
And last year we did a Feel Good 5 challenge that was very similar to this and had some success on a Facebook group for that. So maybe we'll do something like that again in the coming year. So anyways, that's our Mindset Munchie for the day.
Yes. So the difference between having that less of an urgency too matters.
Yeah, I agree.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, you don't have to have everything like fit in a box, right?
Yeah, but I also mean too, like the timing thing. Like if you know you have 1 page to read that day, like you're not going to have that anxiousness to like try to cram it in. So I like that idea.
Yeah, and James Clear mentioned too when we had read his book and on this recent podcast that a lot of us get caught up in that perfectionism where we start something, it's not going the way that we visualized, and so we just get overwhelmed and we freeze and we quit. Yeah, so take that pressure off. Instead of 30 books, say you're going to read the 1 page a day, 1 challenge a day, and go from there, right?
Yes.
Oh, anyways, that's it. That's our small soundbite.
That is our Mindset Munchie. Like Shaye said, we're going to be doing the show a little bit different, just be a little intentional. We're going to have a Mindset Munchie. We're going to have a couple deep dives a month and then our community episodes. Yep. So we're excited for the year.
Beyond excited.
Please, if you resonate with this episode or just our show in general and you want to support us, you can follow us, you can you can share this episode, just anything.
Put it to a friend. That one text, that one share to a friend really helps our podcast grow. That's a big goal of Jayla and I this year is to grow this podcast, to get more downloads per episode so that we can help more people and build this community of people like us who want to feel better without having to overhaul their complete life, right? So we're grateful you're here.
Yes.
This is
the Ask Yourself Why Not podcast.
The new gum health hero is here from Parodontax, the experts in gum care. Parodontax gums strengthen and strengthens the gum seal by killing plaque bacteria along the gum line for a stronger and tighter seal between the gums and teeth. Clinically proven to reduce bleeding. And now with hyaluronic acid for foaming action. Brush and rinse twice daily to protect against plaque, keep gums tight, and enjoy long-lasting gum health. Parodontax, strong gums, healthy smile.
Real skin results start with one daily ritual. Meet Daily Microfoliant from Dermalogica. This iconic exfoliating powder activates with water to gently polish away dullness and uneven texture. It leaves skin instantly smoother and more luminous while supporting your skin barrier. Formulated with professional expertise to deliver visible results daily, even on sensitive skin. Discover your healthiest skin today. Visit Dermalogica.com and use code SMOOTH at checkout for an exclusive gift with your $65 purchase.